Hi students, in this video I am going to explain new chapter Coordinate Geometry. In class 9 you have studied to locate the position of a point on a pair of coordinate axes. Let us recall few important definitions and points what you have learned in class 9. The distance of a point from the y-axis is called its x-coordinate or abscissa. That is, if we have a point P here, the distance of this point P from this y-axis to the point is called x-coordinate. The other name of x-coordinate is called as abscissa. Similarly, the distance of the point P from x-axis is called y-coordinate. The other name is ordinate. And if any points lies on the x-axis, it will be of the form x, 0. Suppose if this point is 1, we write this point as 1, 0. And if we have a point 10 here, and we write it as 10, 0. In this y-coordinate remains same as 0. Is it or not? The y-coordinate remains same as 0. So, any points on x-axis will be of the form x, 0. And this is 1, 0. Similarly, any points lying on y-axis will be of the form 0, y. These are the definitions and points what you have learned in class 9. Now let us move to our grade 10 portions. That is, to find the distance between 2 points when its coordinates are given. I am going to take 2 points P and Q on the coordinate axis. And the point P I am taking it as x1, y1, and the coordinate of Q we are taking it as x2, y2. When I join the points P and Q, I will get a line segment. Now we have to find the length of this PQ. Length is nothing else, the distance. So what I am going to do it here is, I am going to draw a line PR and QS perpendicular to x-axis. That is, I am drawing these two lines as perpendicular to x-axis, and I am going to draw another line PT parallel to x-axis. Since this is also 90 degree, this angle also will be 90 degree because PT is parallel to x-axis. By using the corresponding angles, we can say that this angle is 90 degree. Now this PQT is a right angle triangle. So we can use Pythagoras theorem. In triangle PTQ, this is our hypotenuse side. So we write it as PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. In order to find this length PQ, we need to substitute the length of PT and QT. So what is the length of PT? Now the length of PT is equal to RS. So what will be the point on R? It's x1 and this one is x2. So how to find RS? RS can be written as OS minus OR. So the length of OS is x2 and the length of OR is x1. So length of RS is x2 minus x1. That is our PT. Similarly, we get QT as y2 minus y1. Substituting those data in the Pythagoras theorem, we get PQ square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And taking the square of this PQ to the right hand side, we get PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And this is the formula we are going to apply it in the problems of exercise 7.1. Note, instead of writing PQ as square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, we can also write PQ as square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Even if you interchange the coefficients of x, that is the coordinates of x, if you interchange it and subtract it also, the value remains same because we are going to square it here. And note number 2 is the distance of a point P from the origin 0, 0 is given by OP is equal to square root of x square plus y squared. Let us recall the properties of triangle and quadrilaterals which are going to be applied in exercise 7.1. Properties of triangle. The first triangle we are going to see is isosceles triangle. A triangle whose two sides are equal. Next one is equilateral triangle. A triangle whose three sides are equal. Third one is right angled triangle. A triangle with one angle as 90 degree. Since we are going to use the distance formula, we cannot find the angle straight away using distance. So for that, what we are going to do it is, we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. Property number 4 is isosceles right triangle. A triangle with two equal sides and one angle as 90 degree. It should be a isosceles triangle as well as a right angle triangle. Next we are going to see the properties of quadrilateral, that is square. All the four sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal in square. Either you have to prove that diagonals are equal or you have to prove any one of its angle is 90 degree by using Pythagoras theorem. Similarly, we have to prove it for square also. Opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Either you have to prove diagonals are equal or you have to prove any one of the angles as 90 degree. I will show you an example for the square. This is example 2 of chapter 7. We have to show that these 4 points are the vertices of a square. So we will find all the 4 sides. Sides AB, BC, CD and AD. After finding the sides, you can find the diagonals AC and BD. In this, diagonal AC and BD are equal. So we can say that ABCD is a square. Since all the 4 sides are equal and diagonals are equal, ABCD is a square. Instead of proving this using this diagonals, you have one alternate solution. That is, the angles, one of the angle is 90 degree. So I am going to use Pythagoras theorem. So we find 4 sides and one diagonal. That is diagonal AC. Now this AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. If I square and add these two, it becomes 68. This is also 68. So I can say that angle D is equal to 90 degree. Since all the 4 sides are equal and one of its angle is 90 degree, we can say that ABCD is a square. Now let us move to the properties. That is property number 6. It's rectangle. Opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Or you can prove that one of its angle as 90 degree. Then rhombus. All the 4 sides should be equal. It's similar to square. But in rhombus, diagonals will never be equal. The next one is parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. Here also you need not prove that diagonals are equal. If diagonals are equal, the parallelogram becomes a rectangle. So you need not bother about the diagonals. It's enough to prove that opposite sides are equal. The next one is collinear. 3 or more points lie on a straight line. That is called collinear points. Let A, X, Q be the given coordinates. Then we find the length of AX, XQ and AQ. In this, if I add any two of this distance, will give the third distance. If it is so, then we can say that the points are collinear. That is, here I am giving an example. If I add AX and XQ, I am getting the length of AQ. Then we can say that the points are collinear. Then it will be on a straight line. Now let us move to exercise problems.